first dog I worked on today was Jessica. She's the new mama of I don't know how many puppies, but she lost one of her puppies, and I got terror off of her was her initial emotion, and then grief from the loss of this puppy. In addition to that, at age 1, I got a stubbornness from her, and then shame, which was inherited from her father. Also in her heart wall, she was dumped and abandoned by her people while she's got these new puppies, or she's pregnant at the time, and there's disgust in her heart wall, which is like that emotional baggage, the walls you build around your heart to protect yourself. So I cleared the disgust from her heart wall, and she also had an emotion of terror from age 6 to 8 months in her heart wall. So we've cleared that heart wall, and she doesn't have that anymore. Oh, I think she was injured, harmed by a person. She was kicked or hit, possibly, something along those lines. Oh, the puppies. There were 3 puppies that had emotions absorbed from their mommy from the grief of the loss of their brother. One was grief and one was terror. And one puppy had them both. 2 of the puppies had one or the other, the terror or the grief. And those are both cleared, so she's not taking that with them. Jessica had an inherited emotion of terror, which would predispose her to have more piled on top of that, just like people in that sense. If something frightens you, then you're more alert, possibly to being hurt again.
And then you moved on to Gretchen.
I moved on to Gretchen, who preferred to be called Pearl, and she had a couple of emotions. She had 2 of them. She had a panic. Mm-hmm. She had a panic, and she had a panic of her own and an inherited panic. And then she had another trapped emotion that one was inherited and one wasn't. I believe that was also terror.
And you mentioned 8 to 12 months. She was deployed, left someone else to take care of her. Coincides with when her guardian, who adopted her here, left her.
Know that, and that would have been
I didn't want to tell you. So.
The panic or the terror that she felt at that point was 6 to 8 months when this was happening in her life. She also had the one inherited, so she was predisposed to being worried and frightened in that way. The other one, I believe, was actually insecurity. She had one of her own and then one that was inherited from one of her biological parents.
And so do you think this will help her when we find her 3rd home?
Yes, I do.
And now you moved on to Yosemite Sam, our mastiff boxer.
Now he's kind of special. He's very bouncy, energetic, but he wants to just be loved and held. And he had a couple emotions of insecurity. And so I went, so with Yosemite Sam, he needed to be grounded. So first I did the process for grounding for an animal, and he responded really well to that. And then I started working on trapped emotions, which I found the insecurity, and it seemed as though there were layers of insecurity for him. And so I did a process to replace the feelings of insecurity with security and safety. So this should help him considerably over the next couple of days. You should see a difference as these feelings of insecurity release from him, and he calms down a little bit, because it does take a little bit of time.
And now you do this on people too, 4 people also, and you have an upcoming class this week. Can you tell everybody where it is and when it is, and quickly what you'll be doing?
And we do this with people. The class this weekend is an energy healing workshop specifically for animals. It is at 1423 Ohio here in Alamogordo, Saturday, this coming Saturday, which is February 23rd, from 1 to 4:30. And then on Sunday, we're going to come out to Animal Village and work from 12 to 2 on the animals here, practicing what we've learned. And we'll learn grounding, using your intuition to access this particular information that I'm telling you about. There are several healing modalities that we will go over and begin practicing, and using your intuition, you can do this yourself.
And then you're going to bring them to Animal Village to show them hands-on, so they get hands-on experience. That is great. Shirley, thank you so much for bringing awareness to the emotions pets have.
They do.
And teaching people that when they're abandoned, they really feel it, and the effects are forever.
It does affect it.
Unless they're lucky enough to meet Shirley Fambrough, Reiki Master. What's your phone number, quick?
It's 575-491 9577.
And you're available for private sessions.
Yes, I am.